It's Dave Johal once again for the Boxing Voice. Pleased to be joined by Jack Bateson. How are you, mate?
I'm good, thank you, mate. Thanks for having me on again.
Anytime. You've got a massive fight coming up in June the 18th to be precise. Tell us about it.
Yes, I'm fighting Diego Ruiz for the WBA Intercontinental title. A good, tough opponent, one that I'm looking to shine against. And yeah, this is my opportunity now. You know, my last in one of my last fights, I won the English title. Now looking to push on to world level now and really get my way up them rankings, and good things are coming.
Absolutely, and those who are the boxing aficionados out there would know Diego Ruiz from his outing with Shabazz the Maverick Masood over in Dubai, drawing to Lee McGregor, and now you're fighting as well. Another Englishman fighting Diego Ruiz, who's a tough opponent, a tough operator. Yeah. Do you feel as well, Jack, from looking at how Shabazz dealt with Diego Ruiz, Lee McGregor coming off a draw with him, that you need to outdo your English counterparts?
Not necessarily. I think for myself, as long as I get the victory, one way or another, I'll be happy. I know he's a good opponent, but one, as always, I'm looking to look good against and show what I can do. I know I'll be ready, but I'll be more than ready, and I am. I'm putting the work in every day in the gym. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and ready to do the job.
The fight's going to be again in your home city of Leeds, the fighting city of Leeds. Josh Warrington reclaimed the title against Kiko Martinez. We could have two world champions in Leeds. Now, with this fight and the magnitude that it brings in Leeds, do you feel as well that if you stop Diego Ruiz, then you'd attract more people coming over to Leeds, or would you then say, right, okay, I'm going to take my brand overseas? Because it's that kind of opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to continue my journey in Leeds. You know, to have my supporters there for me, especially for this fight and all my fights, is special. And you know yourself, the Leeds lot turn out in full force, and to have them there, it creates some special memories, not just for myself, but those that fight on the show. So it'd be great to continue in Leeds and have all my team behind me. But wherever we've got to go to make the right fights happen, we will do. But for now, I've got to get the job done against Diego in a few weeks' time, and then boom, we're on our way then.
Looking at your English counterparts as well, Shabazz, the Maverick Masood, Lee McGregor. If you win, you're potentially going to be fighting for the WBA world title. The domestic tear-ups and the domestics out there, would they still interest you, Jack? Or is it a case of once you're on the world scene fighting for a title, because the champion Akhmadaliev is ranked, I think, number 2 in the Ring magazine, and clearly he's a champion as well. And if you win, you're in line, you could be fighting for those titles. Will the domestic tear-up then just be a thing of it's done, it's dusted, and I'll only fight those guys once they've got titles, if they get titles?
No, not necessarily. I mean, the domestic fights will always be there for me. I think it will depend on what way my team wants to take me down. But the ultimate goal for me is to win a world title, whether that be fighting someone from the UK or fighting someone abroad. It doesn't really matter to me. But you know, I've got to get the job done in 4 weeks' time, and then from there, whichever route my team want to take me down, that's the way we'll go.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting times ahead. You're a proud Leeds man as well. How did you rate your friend, your mentor as well, Josh Warrington's performance against Kiko Martinez, winning the title for a second time now?
Unbelievable. I mean, I always had Josh winning the fight. Not in the fashion which I thought he was going to go out there, and he put it on Kiko. Not many people would even dare to put it on Kiko. So he just showed another attribute to his game again. and he was unbelievable. It's probably the best I've seen him, and he just shows, you know, what he's got left in the sport, and I'm very excited for when he does return and he's back fully recovered from his injuries. There's going to be some more massive nights in Leeds, and I'm pretty sure he can pick up another world title to go along with the one he's already got.
I mean, there's talks of him and Lee Wood, isn't there? And then you've got the football rivalry between Nottingham Forest and Leeds United as well. Lee Wood would want it in the City Ground. Obviously, Josh Warrington would want it at Ellen Road. There's no in between, is there? I mean, if
no,
it'll be an interesting one because clearly you all want to be on that undercard as well.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on if those two got it on? I mean, it's hard to pick a winner, right? I mean, obviously you're going to go with Josh, but
yeah, it's an amazing clash of styles, to be honest with you. And I think the way they both fight, it would be an exciting one to watch. And even if it was in Nottingham, the Leeds fans love an away day. If it was in Leeds, the place would be booming, whether it be the arena or one of the stadiums we've got. So listen, I'm pretty sure them two will get it on down the line, and you know, I'd love to be a part of the card if it does ever come off. But it'll be interesting to see which route Lee Wood goes down next. Obviously, because Josh is out with the injury at the minute, probably be out towards the back end of the year. So it'd be nice to see what comes off for them both.
Have you seen much of Fulton in the division? Because he's absolutely tearing up stuff at the moment, isn't he, at the Super Bantamweight level?
Yes, he's a holder of 2 of the titles, and he's a good fighter. Akhmadaliev is also a great fighter who I've been on a few shows on the international scene with as an amateur. So he's someone I know well. But them two could be looking to, you know, unify the division down the line. I think very soon down the line, but I want to be in that mix very soon. So it's exciting times, man. I think the division is a great division at the minute, but it's one that I'm more than capable of getting in the mix of.
You're going to be watching the big Boazzi versus Craig Richards card on Saturday?
Yes, I'm excited for that. I think it's a brilliant fight, and you know, fair play to both men. You know, putting it all on the line. Boazzi is a good friend of mine, and yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that one.
He looks unbeatable, doesn't he? But
yeah.
No disrespect to Craig Richards, he's been training so hard as well for this.
Yeah, well, he's pulled off some good performances, Craig Richards, and look what he did with Bivol. He had a great performance with him. So this fight is really going to tell us a lot about both men, and I think we're in for a cracker, to be honest with you.
I mean, you're at Super Bantamweight. Clearly, you know, you're not 30 yet. Fighters, they rise up the ranks in terms of the weight. Looking at Canelo and his trajectory in terms of starting off at, you know, what was a lower weight division and fighting all the way up to light heavyweight. Do you think sometimes it was just take Canelo, was that a bridge too far in terms of the weight? Do you think that is the max now? And do you think fighters should slowly go up instead of rising the way that they do?
Yeah, I think he bit off a little bit more than he could chew. You know, I think he was even talking about fighting Usyk a few days before the fight up at cruiserweight or something, and he forgets he's mixing it with the best in the world at these weight classes, and it's a weight managed sport for a reason. And I do think he shouldn't be fighting Bivol again, and he should stay at his natural weight, or even down at super middle or whatever. And even if you fought Bivol at that weight for all the belts, it's still massive. But you know, you can't knock the guy. He's trying to leave a legacy and do the so-called impossible. So fair play to him, and he's setting the standard at the minute. And I'm looking forward to seeing whatever he does, whether it's Bivol or staying at a lower weight class. It's inspiring to see.
And going on to yourself then, in terms of the fight with Ruiz, what kind of stuff have you changed up have you changed up any of your style, any of your training to prepare for Ruiz? Have you done anything differently?
Not necessarily. I mean, obviously I've been watching and studying my opponent, and My team have been putting a certain plan together and doing certain things, but you know, I'm training like a demon. I'm sacrificing everything that I know in life, and I'm making sure that I'll be 100% ready on the night, because I could fight in 2 weeks, never mind 4. I could fight tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always ready. I always stay ready, but there'll be no stone left unturned, and I'll be ready in 4 weeks' time.
Brilliant. And just the final one from me, Leeds United, do you think they'll stay up, or do you think it's the end? What do you reckon? They're hanging on by a thread, aren't they?
By a thread. It's you know what, it gives me anxiety just thinking about it, but I hope so. You know, if they can pull through for us, or we just need a little bit of luck now, especially with the other teams. But let's see. I think they'll fight all the way through, whether we stay up or not, and they'll always have us Leeds lot behind them, no matter what happens. And yeah, we're all Leeds, aren't we? So let's just hope for the best.
Look, if you don't do it in the football, you've already got a world champion in the city, potentially a second one with yourself coming up as well. So there's still a lot to celebrate in the fighting city of Leeds. Jack, have you got anything else you want to add, or any?
No, that's brilliant. Yes, I just want to say thank you to my sponsors, who I won't be able to do any of this without, and you know, I owe it all to them. Hezard Properties, property buying company, Hugh Boyle at HB Tunnelling, Darren Lung at Quantbet Limited, Maria Malaband, and of course finally Carrying Construction. So yeah, thank you to everyone for the support, and get your tickets for June 18th and the new.
Well, good luck, Jack. We'll definitely be watching, and who knows when you get the world title shot. If you get the world title shot, that may be in Leeds as well. But thank you so much from the Boxing Voice, buddy, and we'll catch up with you soon, mate.
Thank you very much, mate. See you soon.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive, from Border Wars, from title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.